Hi everyone, welcome back. If you are returning, thanks so much. I know there's a lot of Flossmas happening right now. Thanks so much for stopping by and chatting with me today, or listening to me chat at you. If you are new here, I cannot believe you found me through all those Flossmas videos. So thank you. My name is Candace. Sorry. Just sent my kids back upstairs to school. I'm a little discombobulated. Let's see. Flosstube 33. My name is Candace. This is a channel about stitching. Mostly cross stitch. Sometimes there's some quilting or knitting. There is no quilting today. I've done no sewing this week. And there's only one knitting project because I've been knitting on my advent calendar. So that's what I have for this week. There is a lot of cross stitch though, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Nothing really happening around here. The sun is out. It is a nice day. We're supposed to be in the 40s, I think. I don't know. Throwing stuff around. Got my hair cut. I got my cute little kitty cats with their little Santa hats in. December, I wear Christmas earrings every day. I have a ton. I have Christmas earrings that are probably 20 years old. But I only get to bust them out 1 month out of the year. So I wear my Christmas earrings. Okay. Let's start with... Hold on. I have finishes and I forgot to bring them down. Okay, sorry. So these are fully finished objects, which if you've watched me for any amount of time, you know that I'm not very good at fully finishing anything. So I showed these last week as finishes, and then I finished them yesterday. So I'll show you the big piece first. This is Lizzie Kate, and it is Dear Santa, I've Been Good. So I just did, the stitching is on sticky board. And then I used some Christmas fabric I had from a layer cake. Got some ribbon. I'm going to show you the back. I just used some extra fabric and glued it on because I didn't have any felt. I forgot to get felt when I was at the store the other day. So... And then I did get the buttons put on. So this one has 3 little buttons on it. This chart is actually going to a friend who had started... She used to stitch a long time ago. And then she had her son. And then she had twins. And so she has her hands full right now. Her twins just turned 1. Her son is... 2.5. So, she's busy. I guess he's almost 3. She's busy. So, she really, really liked this. And, I'm going to pass the chart on to her. And if I can... I have to look at my stash. If I have fabric, I might pass that along to her too. Because, you know... Kindness counts. So this is the other chart that's in there. This is Naughty Nice, I Tried. Now, each of my kids picked out their own fabric for the backing. So this one is my youngest. He picked the red, and my oldest picked the green. So these hang on their bedroom doors. And then this one hangs in between their rooms. So, yeah, I totally forgot to bring them down. I did the same thing on the back of theirs. I just, extra fabric, just glued it on. So, someone in the Lizzie Kate Facebook group had asked to see the backs and how I did it. And I was like, it's not great. There's no batting in here. These are very, very flat, but they hang on the doors perfectly. I told the kids, I said, if you guys take them down and start playing with them, they will never be on your doors again. Like, this was a really fast stitch though. So, I really enjoyed it. So those fully finished objects. What? What? Who am I to fully finish objects? Otherwise, no finishes this week. So I'm going to show you my knitting whip real quick because then the knitting portion will be out of the way. So, my attached ball of yarn. So, I have an advent calendar. I showed it either last video or the video before. This is what the little boxes look like. This one obviously has not been opened yet because it's day 10. I opened day 9 this morning. So let me show you day 9. Isn't that pretty? So this advent calendar is from the Fiber Studio. It's F-I-B-R-E Studio. And it had come with stitch markers. And in each box have been little acrylic stitch markers. And so far, every snowflake has been different, which is awesome because, you know, in real life, every snowflake is different. So I've gotten an acrylic stitch marker so far with every single one of them. This was yesterday's color. Today's color. So you can see it's just a little bit darker. And I showed you last week the first 2 colors. My ball of yarn is being a little, there we go. Last week I showed you the first 2 colors, which were this blue and the variegated. And then I've got my little progress keeper right there. So now I've done 8 full days, and here's where we are. This pattern is Adventuresome Wrap by Amba O'Brien, and it'll be linked below. There's actually 3 different stitch patterns in here, but they just kind of repeat after that. So maybe there's 4. No, there's 3. So yeah, and then this is on the bias, so you're, you know, decreasing, increasing on either end. But I did get all of my ends weaved in from here down. So all of my ends are weaved in, because really it's a lot of ends. You have 2 ends for every color, so that would be 48 ends by the time you're done. So I went ahead the other night when I got done with this section right here, and I just weaved all my ends in. So I've got a few sticking out, but not too bad. So this was yesterday's color, this green. So I will wind up today's color, and I'm going to work on this at swim tonight. So that was it for the knitting. I've only worked on that because I've really gotten into whip wranglers from Semi-Sane Stitchers. And I did have a comment last week that somebody wanted to join, but they didn't know anyone. And that's one of the rules of Semi-Sane Stitchers, is that anyone that wants to join needs to actually know someone, not just, oh, I heard it on Flosstube. Thankfully, I do know one person. I mean, now that I'm in there, I see people that I watch on Flosstube, but I get why they do it. You know, they want to make sure that everyone is in there for the right reasons. But I will say that this challenge, Whip Wranglers, is something you could do without being in the Facebook group. You know, you just gather your whips together and number them, and then you can roll a dice. You can use one of those like decision wheels, or pull pieces of paper out. I mean, it really is. It's a lot of fun to be able to touch all these whips. The decision is made for me. So I'm not like, oh, what do I want to work on today? I can go, oh, I get to work on this today. And then I get to work on that. So first I'm going to show you the one that is not part of the whips, because this was a new start. And I'm actually waiting for one color because I had it called for bullfrog, and I wanted to use, sorry, hopefully that didn't make any noise or anything. My sister just sent me a text. I wanted to just use my stash. So instead of bullfrog, I pulled a color in cotton, and when I started using it, it was way too close to grasshopper, and you didn't see the difference between the two colors. So I went ahead and I ordered bullfrog. I think it already shipped, so it should be coming in the next couple of days. But I have all my flosses. I think there are 3 called for that I actually had. And then all the rest I just pulled from stash. So this is Christmas Rules by Lizzie Kate. And I am using 32 count. I forgot. It's a 32 count Lugana. I don't think it's mushroom. Maybe it's platinum? I don't know. So, there we are. Make sure I got everything in the frame there. I've got Christmas Rules, and then that darker green is what would have been on the U and the E, the bullfrog, and it was just too close. The color in cotton one that I chose, it was too close to grasshopper. So when that comes, then I'll work on that. But if I do pull this out tonight, then I'll probably do the snow underneath. But this is the free topper that you get from Lizzie Kate's website. So, and I didn't cut this down because I love that 1, 2, 3 stitch serges all their fabric. I don't have to worry about little ends coming out. So I thought maybe because I had wanted to do Halloween rules also. And I thought I could fit them both on this piece of fabric, I think. I'm sorry. I think my cat just hit the camera or hit my stand. He's on the prowl. So I'm thinking that I could do something else that's long on this side. Because I do like Halloween rules, but at the same time I'm like, I wonder what else I could do. So that was my new start. And I'm really hoping that I didn't show this last week as a new start. Because I know I had Christmas done before I picked it up again day before yesterday. But then whip wranglers. So I had written down all of my rolls. I was on roll 4. I rolled roll 4 before I recorded last week. And that was Faerie Autumn Glow. And I kind of wonder if I shouldn't just, if I should not try and show these in order. But so Faerie Autumn Glow is on a 16 count Beach Walk Ada. It actually calls for a Beach Walk linen, but I'm scared of linen, so I rolled this one for 200 stitches. So I worked on her dress, and it was this orange right here, and then in here. So a lot of this got done right here. I'm going to show you the chart too, so you can see what she looks like. And I don't know that I'll do all the seasons of this one, but I really liked this one. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's the fiery fall colors with the hints of purple. I don't know, but I really like it. So this is my first Nora Corbett Mirabilia Pretty Lady type ones. So yes, beads. There's beads. And I've never beaded before, but I'll get there. So I worked on that one. I think someone just knocked on the door. My guess, it's UPS. Let's see. So Faerie Autumn Glow, I only rolled once so far. Then I'm not gonna try and do these in order because I'm gonna make a huge mess of this pile. So Mini Dark Goddess, I actually rolled last week, and then I rolled again this week. So technically this whip is wrangled, but the Scrooge got me, which means I had to roll the dice and stitch whatever came up on the dice times 100. And I did, what day did that happen? Oh, what day was that? Oh, it was 300 stitches. So here's where it is. And I didn't bring, oh wait, maybe I did have the sheet. Let's see. I'm all discombobulated today. So, Mini Dark Goddess by Cavalaris, and this is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And, okay, so here's where I'm at, and I actually worked on, for the roll that I had, I worked on right in the center of this dark, and then for my Scrooge stitches, it was all the rest of the dark around it. So, quite a bit of stitching in that dark area. I still love this one. I was super happy to be able to pull it out and stitch on it, and just, I don't know, I just like it a lot. So, I rolled, this is from Little Dove Designs, and this is Summer Blooms. Now, here was the problem I had with this one. So this was a Mania start, and I had used, let's see, this one I had to do 200 stitches on. However, I had used this Ada. You can't tell that there are white stitches in this. I mean, maybe a tiny little bit. You can see, like, see how there's white stitches in there? Yeah. You were not going to be able to see these white stitches once it was finished. And I was just not happy. So I asked in the group if I could start over on a different fabric. And they're like, yeah, because new starts counted too. I mean, it's whip wranglers, but some people don't have 20 whips. So I started over on 32 count platinum Lugana and got my 200 stitches in. So I know white will show up a lot better on this. But, you know, and it's kind of disheartening because you get so far and then you're like, oh, I don't like this. And it's not like it's so far. I mean, this is not a small chart, right? So it's not like I got super far, but it's still, that was a whole day's worth of work during Mania that now I'm just kind of like chucking. So started over. Sorry, my flosses. I did my 200 and just stopped right in the middle of a thread because I knew this was going to come up again because I want to try and get all 40. I want to wrangle every whip. So I want to get 40 rolls in by the end of the month because then that'll be each whip twice. And once you do it twice, it is wrangled. So, and lo and behold, today I rolled this one. So I'm going to work on this one tonight, and it will be for 125 stitches because your second roll you cut in half. So I had rolled for 250 and then I just cut it in half. So let's see, Spring Awakening I rolled once, and that is also Little Dove Designs. So cute. I just love it. It's just adorable. So I had to do 100 stitches on this, and this is a 14 count platinum Ada. So all I did was the tree trunk. That's it. Just the tree trunk. The rest of it, because this was also a Mania start, the rest of it was just done that one day for Mania. I hadn't touched it since then. So see, this is why it's really nice being able to like pull stuff out. And then you're gonna notice a trend, winter warmth from Little Dove Designs. So I actually finished Autumn Glows a couple weeks ago. So winter warmth, this was actually going to be one of the pieces that I wanted to work on for the winter anyway. This is on a light seafoam green Ada. So I rolled this one for 250 stitches. So I did 250 white stitches. So you can see there's a little bit of white on the border, and then all the rest of this white is 250 stitches. So when I roll this one again, I will probably at least finish the roof. I'll probably at least finish, the whole roof is white, so I'll probably finish filling that in. But I kind of hope I roll it for a big number, because this is a project that I definitely want to work on this winter. So, sorry, you just saw part of the chart. And this is not even in a winter bag. This is just, it's actually a very spring-like bag. I made myself project bags, and I just used whatever fabric I had that wasn't something that I wanted to use for like a quilt or something else. And then that way I could practice without, you know, if I messed up, it wasn't a huge deal. So that's fabric that I've had for a very long time. Let's see. This is probably not helpful, but I rolled Welcome to the Forest, and this is just one of the charts. There are 7 charts, because that's the banner, and then 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so there's 7 charts for Welcome to the Forest. I'm actually still working on the border, though. And I had just started to put stitches in for the banner. So I rolled this one for 100 stitches. And this is on a 28 count factory tea-dyed Monaco. So there's where we are. And so this whole border was done. The 100 stitches are the 2 poles. And I actually did 114, I think. But the 2 poles are done for the banner. So it was fun to pull this out, and I still, at one point I had considered UFOing it. But when I pulled it out, I was like, no, I really do want to do this one. So 2 more to go. I got Hello Dear and I do not have, I mean, you guys have all seen it, honestly. You guys have all seen Hello Dear. So many people are working on it, but I actually rolled this one for 200 stitches. So this is on a 28 count white Lugana. I did the leaves on this one. I did these little things and that one blue one, and that was my 200 stitches. And it was funny because I pulled this out. Do you see what I see? I told my husband, I said, look, it's the pooping squirrel. I had that color still on my needle from when I did the squirrel's face. So I did that one little motif. And then I went back up over here. So it looks like the squirrel's pooping. And honestly, now that I've said that, I can't unsee it. Every time I look at the chart, all I can see is that one light brown motif, little whatever it is behind the squirrel. So, and last but not least, I pulled Let's Talk Autumn. This bag is like exactly the size of my chart. Okay, so hands-on design, Let's Talk Autumn. Sorry for that glare. Now, I don't even know how many I had on this one. Oh, only 100. So I did this arrow right here. And then that little tiny bit of brown. And this is on a 28 count dusty green Lugana. Or Jobelin. Nope, Lugana. So that's where I'm at. And I actually changed all but 2 colors, I believe. Now, here was my problem, is the orange and the pumpkins, I didn't have anything that would work. I just wasn't happy. So I went ahead and ordered pumpkin from Weeks Dye Works. And I was going to use that. But then, so I'm going to put this away because I got some Happy Meal. So that's where that one's at. I am excited to get this one again because I kind of just want to finish it up. I don't have that much left to go. But I got a card in the mail. And first thought when I saw the envelope was like, oh, it's a Christmas card. Well, kind of. Janet, from Janet Jabber here on Flosstube, sent me a beautiful card with a lovely note inside and some Victorian motto thread. It is the perfect pumpkin orange for my chart. I couldn't believe it. This is Vermont Autumn. I instantly sent her a message and I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have no idea that this is exactly what I needed. And it was funny because this came the day before this did. And I'm totally going to use this for the pumpkins in my chart. So, and I was kind of hoping I didn't roll it again before I filmed because I'm totally getting into this sucker. So, Janet, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. You did not have to send me floss. And she had no idea that my orange choices were not working out on that chart. So, I'm actually going to put this in here now so that I cannot lose it. So, that was it for the whips. I did make... Sorry, these are going to be a little loud because if I was smart, I would have set them on something. So I made a bunch more like thread drops, floss buddies, whatever you want to call them. That little bee did not work out. His glue did not work out. So, I've got some plaid ones that I made. And then here's some other plaid ones. But these are just for me, for my bigger projects that I can, you know, put my floss on. They are kind of addictive to make though. So I have a whole bunch of them now. But I couldn't help it because I really like them. And so you guys knew that I was going to dye fabric for the Secret Santa series from Hands On Design. And I did. Now, Rit dye is out everywhere. It's kind of ridiculous. So, I was looking and looking and looking, and I couldn't find anything. And finally, I ran across the Tulip. Like, Tulip makes a lot of tie-dye kits. But you can, I dye yarn, so I've heard that you can use Tulip for, like, cotton yarns and things like that. So I came across the Tulip, and they had packets. And they had a packet that was aqua. And I said, this is perfect, because I don't need a big bottle of Rit dye or a big box of Rit dye when I'm only dyeing one piece of fabric. And who's to say I'm ever going to use that color again? So the Tulip was perfect because it came in just a little, like, single serving packet for dye. So my white, this was a 32 count white Lugana, is now a 32 count blue. And it is, I didn't stir as much as it told me to. I did iron this, but then I folded it a little bit and put it on top of my sewing machine. So this one, now, I'm a newbie at this. At the dyeing of the fabric. Not dyeing yarn, but dyeing fabric. So there are, you can see just the tiniest little bit of modeling, but then I have a few spots like this, where I don't know what, maybe it was a piece of salt that wasn't dissolved all the way. I don't know. But I started dyeing this, and it had been like, gosh, I don't know, probably 10 minutes, and I thought, wait a minute. I wanted to have like a frosty blue fabric for winter. Where did it go? Where did I put it? for Let's Talk Winter. Oh, there it is. So I wanted to have a frosty blue fabric for this. So I thought, wait, I have this from Hobby Lobby, a 28 count even weave that was light blue. And it actually, I have another one right here. This is what it looked like. Just a really, really, really light blue. And I was like, white is not going to show up on this like I needed to. So I threw it in and I got this. So this is going to be Let's Talk Winter. And this was not in for as long as the other one was. So this one is the actual true color of the tulip on a very light blue fabric. So I'm going to use this one for Let's Talk Winter. This one, I was like, I saw this and I said, oh, it's kind of bright. I don't know if I want my Santas to be quite that bright. So I grabbed a bunch of, I have just regular Lipton tea bags for when I make iced tea in the summer. And I just put a whole bunch of them in. And I didn't really stir it around or anything, but I will tell you, it smelled disgusting. The tulip dye with the tea mixed together. Oh, it smelled horrible. Like I wanted to gag when I was pouring the liquid out into the sink. So this is the front of my fabric, and you can't really tell from far away. You can kind of see now that I say the tea, you can kind of see it. But there are some splotches that are kind of, you know, like right there. So I know I'll be able to get all the Santas on this. And I'm just kind of hoping that some of those weird spots, the stitching covers up. Because on the back, there's actually a really bad spot. But I was like, it's okay, because that's the back. So, oh no. That's the front. I lied. That is the front. Who knows? Maybe I won't have to use that corner. We'll see. But, hey, for a first time dyeing, I am not disappointed. So the Secret Santa series from Hands On Design will go on these. And obviously those will not get done for this year. There's no way I could do all 9 of them in, oh my gosh, 16 days. 16 days until Christmas, you guys. So I did that. And then I got a few, my Black Friday purchases have started showing up. So I'm not going to show you everything because a lot of it is quilting stuff. And I know some of you don't enjoy the quilting or really don't care too much about it. So I did get my threads for the Serendipity Stitch Along that Fat Quarter Shop is going to do. It's actually a free stitch along, but they ask that you donate to Make-A-Wish. But the chart is technically free. They just ask that you donate. So I may end up going and getting some dark blue or navy-ish dye and dye a piece of fabric because I haven't really been able to find a good navy that I want. And I don't want to do it on Ada. I would rather do it on an even weave. So, but I just haven't been able to find a fabric yet that's dark blue. And it's okay because this doesn't start, I want to say February? I don't know for sure, but all the information is on the Jolly Jabber blog. But I did get my thread pack for that, and I'm going to use the Weeks Dye Works. And I also got this adorable charm. I mean, you could use it on your scissors. You could use it on a bag. I might just put it on my keychain with my keys. We'll see. We'll see. And then, it's Charm School. You guys know her. I love her packaging. They come in these little, like, it's not cardboard, but it's like cardstock kind of, and with Velcro. So, I got a whole bunch of needle minders and such. So this is Pink Llama. And she is on Etsy. It's ITS Charm School. So that's what you're looking for on Etsy. Then I got, this one is, it doesn't want to come out. This is a adorable little fox thread keep. I think I need to use that for Hello Dear. Of course, I got the card saying, well done, you've passed. I finally got my hands on a 24 hours of cross stitch needle minder. I can't wait for those events this year. I'm going to plan better for sure. You guys, check out this little armadillo. How cute is he? He's so cute. So, I don't know if my phone is going to do it again, but I figured out the file size hits a certain point, and then it needs to, like, start a new file size. So, it doesn't actually stop recording. It just does a quick little, like, doop, and then... So, I got this cute little bee. It's a counting pin. I just had to have it. I generally don't have a need for counting pins, but he was cute. He was cute, and I had to have him. This one has a whole bunch of, like, stickers and stuff inside of it. So there are, I think these are great for, like, for planners and things like that, but there's just a whole ton of cute little stickers. There's that one. Look at this little bird. Hold on. There we go. So I got a whole pile of them that I'm going to put them back in here because I don't want my cats to get a hold of them and scatter them around the house. But they were in this cute little envelope. So I think that's all of them. And then she sent this little Merry Christmas card. I mean, she nails the packaging. It's just so well done, and so much work goes into this that, like, I don't want to throw these away. I want to keep stuff in them because they're Velcro. Like, you could stick a whole bunch of stuff in here and not even lose it. So I did my my order from Fat Quarter Shop did have some stitching stuff in it, but these scissors, sorry, let me take them out. These scissors were a Black Friday gift. I had spent enough that I got the free gift. So there was, like, hand sanitizer, just a whole bunch of cute little stuff. This little, like, needle book. So it's got felt in here so you can put your needles in it. A ruler, some quilt labels, these cute little magnets from Lori Holt. So there was definitely a lot of really cute stuff. I got this. It says stitched. I just have to find the perfect thing to put it on. I'm not going to put it on a bag. But it'll probably be, like, on a hat, you know, like on the brim. And then I got, this really doesn't, oh, there we go. I got Celebrate Summer from Madame Chantilly. I don't want all of the charts, but there are, I have autumn, Christmas, summer. I can't remember if I have spring. I feel like there was one more that I had, but. And I got some of these. I'm going to open this, sorry. Sorry if you have headphones in. They are called polka dots. They are sticky thimbles. So when I'm stitching in hand, I end up poking my finger right here because I'm holding my fabric, you know, stitching along, holding my fabric like this. And when I poke my needle in, I feel where it goes with my finger and then I, use the sewing method. But when you sit there and you poke your finger that much, eventually, poke and your skin will split. So I got these, they're little stickers, and you just stick it on your finger, and it's like a little thimble without. Now I do have those rubber ones that I showed you last time. I still have the other one down here. These ones. But if I'm going to do a lot of stitching, then I would kind of rather have this, because my finger gets a little bit sweaty in this. Not horribly sweaty, but a little bit sweaty. So I got these polka dots. And then I got the Very Coriander Christmas quilt book. I'm very excited about this. And the cool thing is even though this is a Christmas quilt book, it doesn't have to be a Christmas quilt. Like, you can change the colors. But I have just seen a lot of projects popping up from this book, and it was on sale, so I snagged it, because you can never have too many quilt patterns, in my opinion. And then I got one knitting thing. Now, I gotta tell you guys, this is from Stitch Supply Co. They had a Black Friday sale, and I went through and I found some awesome yarns that I loved. So I get the bag and I open it up, and for one thing, it's one of the biodegradable, it's not plastic, but like a biodegradable bag. So you can, very friendly to Mother Earth. I open it up and this is in there. So my 3 skeins of yarn, these are like nylon bags, Stitch Supply Co. Vinyl with a heavy duty zipper. I mean, I did not order this bag, but it came with a card with all their information. So they are in Wisconsin. They're in Altoona, Wisconsin. So if any of you are in Wisconsin and you have not heard about them, and I don't know if they only have yarn, but there's all their information. And this week, I'll make sure I flip the video around. Unlike last week where everything was backwards. I felt so bad. And then here's all of their social media. So, I got Madeline Tosh. This is Peppercorn, and this is Tosh Vintage. So, this is a worsted weight yarn. This would make perfect hat. I'm like obsessed with winter hats, and I can't help myself. But a nice neutral color. You could use any pom. There are some flecks of like oranges and reds. There's some yellows. So I also got, this is the first time for me getting a Hedgehog Fibers yarn. This one is Fool's Gold. When I saw this, I was like, yeah, these need to be socks. They totally need to be socks. I mean, the colors in this. So this is Hedgehog Fibers. And this is their sock yarn in Fool's Gold. And then finally, another Madeline Tosh. This is Moon Glow. And this one is Twist Light. So this is a fingering weight. And it's just the little pink that you see. Those are the ties that keep it together. So once you unwind the hank and pull it into a big loop, those ties are what hold it to keep it from getting tangled. So this is Moon Glow. Yeah, so this is Twist Light. This is great. This socks, shawls, cowls, whatever fingering weight. This was a great neutral color that I can use. It's a smidge more blue than I thought it was going to be, but I'm okay with that because I have plenty of fingering weight yarns that would pair up with this. So, but yeah, I mean, check this bag out. I was stunned when I got it, and I said, you know, this is a company that cares about their products, about their customers, about their business. And so I could definitely see myself ordering from them again, sale or no sale. So Stitch Supply Co., Wisconsin. it made me want to check out other stuff too. I just haven't had time. My husband probably appreciates me not checking out stuff right now. So that's it. I mean, there's some other quilting stuff that I got, but you guys don't care about that. So you came here for the cross stitch mainly, I bet. So that's it. I'm going to go work on Summer Blooms, since that was my draw for Whip Wranglers. And I have, hopefully I can get this uploaded. I know there's a lot of Flossmas uploading happening every day, so hopefully this doesn't take too long. I have to take the boys to swim tonight, because my husband's going to go do a little bit of Christmas shopping after work. So that is all I have for this week. I hope you guys have had a great week. If you are in snowy areas, well, generally snowy areas, and you like the snow, I hope you have snow, because we don't. I'm really bummed. We probably will not have snow for Christmas. It's not like when I was a kid when we would get a ton of snow and we'd always have a white Christmas. So, yeah, that's all I've got. Sun shining. Dog wants to play outside. I gotta go see what that package is. Probably another Christmas present. So, you guys have a great week. Let's try that again. You guys have a great week. I will see you next Wednesday, barring any weirdness, because in that case it'll be Thursday, but I don't see why I wouldn't record on Wednesday. So have a great one. I will see you next time. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Bye, guys.